What's up, everybody? Thanks for choosing the video. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Bushcraft Project. So today, as you'll tell throughout the video, it's a little bit breezy. Made me a little worried, but what's good is in here it doesn't seem to be too bad. So today, what I would like to do is get a little bushcraft fire going again, but we're doing a little different this time. I am doing what's called a log cabin fire. So for anybody, right off the hop, this is not a video of me burning down a log cabin. This isn't clickbait. Really it is what the fire is called. It's also called a crisscross fire or a square fire, but I like log cabin fire because it kind of looks like a log cabin. So if you've never seen this before or never tried it, that's what we're gonna do. So right now I need to get a decent log, even hopefully a dead standing tree that I can process up and get this fire going. So yeah, intro complete. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so what we got is, found a beautiful dead tree. It was on the ground, so it might be a little damp. You can tell with your lips, by the way, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Doesn't feel too damp. So we're gonna process those up. I made a baton as well to help me out. And I also found this piece of wood, because it's never a good idea to be batoning and have your knife near rocks or even dirt for that matter. So it's good to have a platform to work on. So that's gonna help big time. So I'm gonna split these up and get this process going, shall we? I tried to pick the pieces of it that didn't have knots, because you really want this to be like, I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Yeah. You want it to be like straight pieces like this. You don't want it to be halves or to get caught up on the knot and then fall apart. You really want straight pieces. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, I got it already all like set up, but the start of it. So what I've done is I've laid a base of half logs, and then I put 2 half logs just to give me a little bit of a gap so I can get the fire starter in there, which is going to be birch bark. And then I've started to build the cabin, and then I've put my tiny little stuff that's going to help the fire catch and keep growing. And so what I'm going to do is then add another couple logs, well, pieces of wood. And then we're going to do our medium-sized stuff. So I'm going to spread this out just a little bit more, just like that. And then we're going to throw a couple more on. Now we're only going mini. I didn't even need nearly this much wood, but we can throw it on at the end. So we got our log cabin set up and we're ready to go. Let's get a fire going, shall we? Okay. So I switched it up just a little bit. I took the top layer off. I put some birch bark with the very, very small pieces just to kind of help it grow, catch the medium size and the wood around it. But honestly, what's really, really cool about this fire is that instead of struggling to figure out where to put your pot to try and boil water with a fire that's, you know, wow, brain fart. Wow. By the way, yeah, those aren't gunshots. It wouldn't be a Dano video without some city noise, right? Oh man, teepee, that's the word I'm looking for. When your fire is in sort of a teepee shape, you're trying to figure out where to put your pot. If you put your pot on top of this right in the beginning, basically, and you have a level that's not gonna give right away. It eventually will. All of the levels are gonna catch on fire, but what's cool is you can just kind of put, hopefully you can see that. You put 2 pieces real close together like that. Sure, it might be a little wobbly, but if you just place it, the flame and everything is gonna boil your water fairly quickly before everything falls apart. So, I'm gonna get some birch bark going, because it wouldn't be a bushcraft fire without birch bark and a ferro rod. So let's get this all scraped up and ready to go. Once again, I apologize for the noises. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this going now in one take. Oh, that might not fit in there now that I'm thinking about it. We might have to make that smaller. Let's make this a little bit smaller. In fact, let's just chuck that on there. And we're gonna break that in half. That'll definitely fit. Okay. No cutting the fingers. I really needed gloves, that's for sure. Okay. There we go. Whoops, wrong side. Okay, let's see if we can get this going first try. There we go. Now we're just gonna stick it in there. Oh, come on, baby, don't go out. You got it. Oh, the wind blew it out. I think this might be a little trickier than I was expecting. What if we flip these guys up? Just try and break it apart a little bit. Give it a little more of a, let's see if that works. Get her going. Ah, the wind. The wind is making this complicated. There we go. There we go. Get it in. There we go. Nice. Third try's the charm. The wind kept putting it out. Look at that. That's just beautiful. And just like that, we got a log cabin fire. Now you see what I mean. Slap your pot on top, you'd be boiling it in no time. Awesome. And you can just keep adding to. Gotta be careful because it's pretty breezy. I don't want a big fire, but log cabin. Oh. Now you see, one thing I love about this fire setup is you can just leave it. You don't have to worry about putting wood on or your little stuff burning away and you have to redo it. You can just let it go. No matter what, the wood's gonna catch layer by layer. Definitely an awesome way to start a fire. What's cool is, what you want is you want your fire to grab on to the next piece of wood. So if you have a teepee shape, you want small stuff, medium stuff, big stuff, because you want the fire to be able to grab on to the next piece and keep rising. If you'd like, there is a fire out there that completely contradicts that. And let me know in the comments below and I'll get it going. But I'm not giving it away. Unless you know, comment down below. But if you'd like to see that, let me know. Yeah, this is where gloves come in handy. That's what I was gonna say is, once it gets going, you can just take pieces and chuck them in there. Woo! Use gloves, don't use your hands. And then you can just keep putting pieces on. By far one of my favorite fire setup, I gotta say. It's so awesome. Yeah, I can't even touch these. They're right on fire. Maybe this side. Oh yeah, that's warm. There we go. Right down to the bottom. Still going strong. I wouldn't recommend putting a pot on it right now though. That would just completely crumble. But like I said, one of my favorite setups for a fire. I highly recommend trying it if you're out camping or something. It's a lot of fun and saves you a lot of work after preparation. You can kind of just let the fire go. Again, what I would recommend is on top of your base putting 2 half logs so you get a little gap in between. Otherwise you're sticking your hand into the house trying to get it started, and that's an easy way to burn yourself and you name it. But yeah, I really do recommend trying out this fire. It's a lot of fun. All right. See, this is where the fire gets to the point where it gets a little dangerous, especially in the wind. We're gonna put it out real quick. And I ask everybody who watches, everybody who follows along, pretty please put your fires out. If you're ever camping and you're about to walk away from a fire, just say, Dano would be mad if I didn't put that out. You also save forests from not being on fire. But that's pretty much going to sum it up. Oh, I love this rock because it puts out the fire immediately. So nice. But all right, everybody, pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna get on out of here. Quick little bushcraft fire for you. Like I said, I recommend trying it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of work for preparation, but then you can just leave the fire. You know, you can go set up your tent, or you can go do whatever you want to do, come back, fire's still gonna be going. So I'd like to thank you for watching. I sincerely appreciate it's so windy. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. If you do, leave a comment, let me know. Thank you to all my subscribers, everybody who watches. I really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, pretty please hit that subscribe button. Getting so close to 200. I'm right there, honestly. I got about 60 to go, I'm pretty sure, something like that, 60 subscribers. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Make sure that's all out. Yeah, we're good.